Hello, friend. That's 8,000 heads of walking money right there, folks. Every mature buck you're looking at will put 28 to 42,000 bucks in the rancher's pocket this year, and not a single one ever walks into a processing plant for meat. Stick around the next 15 minutes, partner, because I'm taking you inside the best-kept money machine in rural America. Here's how big this really is in 2025, straight from USDA and the deer farmer's own numbers. 18,400 licensed ranches. $1,260,000 captive whitetails and elk. Total farm gate take, $2.81 billion. A top breeding buck clears the owner 28 to 42 grand a year after feed, vet bills, and the tax man. That's why you're starting to see farmers now have brand new tractors and private planes parked in the backyard, and the barn is still the same one that their great-grandfather left them. They have so much money that they don't know how to spend it all. Let's walk through the velvet harvest so you can see it exactly like it happens every summer. Buck walks in calm, gets IV sedation and a good local block of the same drugs, just a bigger dose than you'd get at the dentist. Full vet crew, heart monitor, oxygen. Two guys, one cordless saw, 45 seconds per side, done. Right now, the co-ops are paying anywhere from 82 to 110 an ounce for good, clean velvet. Take an average buck that gives you 8 pounds. That works out to between 9,200 and 12,600 bucks in cold hard cash, usually wired to the rancher's account inside 10 days. Most of it gets freeze-dried within 48 hours, sliced or ground into powder, and ends up in those brown bottles you see at GNC, Vitamin Shop, or Bass Pro Shops. The real pretty whole branches, the top grade stuff, don't even get cut up. They go straight into boxes and fly to South Korea and China, where they bring roughly double what we get here in the States. You are asking, what about the deer, right? 20 minutes after the cut, the buck is on his feet eating grain like nothing happened, already starting next year's rack. smooth as clockwork. Every ranch from Pennsylvania to Texas runs it the same way, like the old man's clock on the mantelpiece, ticking steadily for decades without losing a second. From Pennsylvania down to Texas, every deer farmer does it the same way, so smoothly it makes you sleepy. Come August, the velvet's already been harvested and the antlers are hard as rocks. Now here's where it gets fun. That same set of antlers you just saw come off in June, it's about paying the rancher twice. Door number 1, the dog-chewed plants in Missouri and Colorado. They buy everything, broken pieces, sheds, whatever. They're paying $12 to $18 a pound all day long. You pull up with a trailer load, they weigh it, hand you cash, you're gone. Easy money every single year. Door number 2, the clean match sets. The big pretty ones, those go straight to auction or direct to the high-end decorators. Just last month, a perfect 400-inch match set out of Ohio hammered down for $211,000. Cash on the barrelhead, right there on the auction floor. Same exact antlers that grew on the same exact buck. One chunk feeds your neighbor's labradoodle, the other chunk hangs over some oilman's dinner table in Dallas. One animal, 2 completely different paychecks. That's why these ranchers are grinning ear to ear come fall. They already got paid once for the velvet back in June, and now the hard antlers are writing another check, sometimes a whole lot bigger one. After the rut season, farmers will harvest deerskin. Right there in the barn, the crew salts it heavily, 50 or 60 pounds of salt on 100 pounds of hide. Pulls it up and tosses it into barrels on a refrigerated truck the same day. That truck heads straight to one of the 2 big deer leather tanneries we got left, one up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the other down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Two or 3 days later, the hides hit the plant. First thing, they go into giant washing machines to get all the salt and blood out. Then a big roller machine shaves off any leftover fat or meat until the hide's thin as a dime. After that, it's tanning time, 4 to 7 days in the vats. Deer hide is so thin it drinks the tan up quick, comes out softer than anything a cow ever produced.
Make sure these are stacked evenly. Okay, I've got the next one ready. Careful, make sure the brown ones are separate from the black.
They dye it black, brown, whatever the customer wants, oil it and roll it out. 20,000 plus deer hides a year roll into 2 big tanneries, one in Wisconsin, one in Tennessee. A feat of unpassable count. From there, the top-grade leather gets shipped to Cadillac for the new Escalade seats, to Lucchese and Justin for $2,500 cowboy boots, or to Louisville Slugger for those limited edition baseball gloves. The rancher, he already got his check, $9 to $14 a hide, wired to the bank a month later. Doesn't sound like much until you've got 1,500 hides going out the gate every fall. That's real money for a brand new pickup sitting in the yard. Look, I know what some of you are thinking. The animal rights crowd is already hammering the keyboard. Here's the deal, plain and simple. These deer live on ranches bigger than Central Park, get better vet care than half the folks on Medicare, and they regrow that velvet every single year like clockwork. Every cut you just saw is done under local anesthetic, with a USDA vent standing right there. You can love it or hate it, but it's 100% legal, tightly regulated, and the deer walk away growing next year's paycheck. That's the American way. Take it or leave it. So next time you pop a velvet capsule, ease into those soft seats in a new pickup, or toss the dog an antler chew, you're putting American bucks straight into an American rancher's pocket. And that's exactly how it ought to be. Drop a like if you had no idea this was even a thing. Subscribe next week. We're on the Montanal Bison Ranch, banking $22 million a year. See you all then.